there are many types of worship. There are many types that we all possess, like from going full in, even to praising by just singing or dancing a bit. All these different ways of worship. The truth really is, worship comes in one in a million different forms. So if you're just sitting around or standing up and giving it your all, you're still worshiping nevertheless. All the Lord asks for his children is for you to believe in him, trust in his word, read the Bible, and worship him. Just like in the story of Job, even when God gave permission to the devil and sent him to test Job, and the devil took everything away from him, Job stayed true to God and worshipped him anyways. That's the type of true heart of worship that we could and should all have. No matter the trouble, worship him any time. We aren't restricted to once every or 5 times every time this and that. We can do it wherever, whenever, about whatever the situation might be. But I talk about the worship, but what about the heart? Hearts are vital to the human body. It pumps blood through the veins and that supply with blood and oxygen from the lungs to help your muscles work and help your muscles move and your limbs work. We don't really think about the heart because the thought process is that as long as I'm breathing and living, I'm okay. But what happens when you think like that one too many times to the point that you realize the tiniest shift in your health, and eventually your motto of living and breathing comes to a complete pause and a stop? Same with the Lord. He's vital to our everyday life. He supplies you with miracles and blessings on the daily, not just the big things, but the small things, having food, waking up, having clothes and money. But when you start taking things for granted, you don't notice the tiny shift in your faith. And eventually your so-called faith and your pride goes right down the drain. And then before the realization hits you, all you had is gone. They say that your body is the temple, which is the truth, but your heart. If your heart's temple is dirty, rest assured that nothing is clean either. To keep the heart and body clean is not just about drinking water and a healthy diet, because yes, I know that they are beneficial, but I'm actually talking about your spiritual heart and body. Be careful, be kind and sweet, but pure and true. Keep it true. Don't take things out of advance or for granted, and then from there you will finally be clean. It says in Romans chapter 12, verse 1, that therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in the view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, wholly pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. This says to me that no matter what happens around you, you should urge yourself to bring your whole self before him and in his view, and offer your whole self as a living sacrifice before him in the true heart of worship. We've done true heart, we've done worship, but what about the most important part? It's time to come back. It's time. When someone says it's time to do something, they typically mean now, not later, neither tomorrow or next week. When it's time to go, it's time to go. When it's time to eat, it's time to eat. When it's time to sleep, it's time to sleep. But when it's time to come back, don't you dare say that, oh, something came up, or oh, actually, I have something due that time. No, the minute, not even that. The second you turn away, whatever you wanted or wished for, or something that you were going to be granted will never happen. So don't get mad or angry when your miracle doesn't come true or your wish doesn't come true. It was your own doing. You had the time and you skipped it, so don't complain, because when we say it's time to come back, do it with no second thought. So when it's time to come back now and never later. In conclusion, be a hot, burning, pure, and unstoppable worshipping Christian in Christ, and have a true and clean heart of worship in him at all times, as a living and confident sacrifice towards the Lord. Remember that you can't put off God. because this thing came up, or family troubles. When God calls you, go. There isn't time to wait, so go for it, because this time is the now time to come back to a true heart of worship. This is the end of my very long understanding, so I hope you are blessed. Goodbye.